Starting a dropshipping store can be extremely overwhelming with so much steps and strategies, especially if you don't know what you're doing. You can lose so much money so easily.
I've lost over $50,000.
The store's going downhill.
I lost $350,000 in my dropshipping business.
Why you will lose money dropshipping.
$127,000. How did I lose it?
How I lost $2,700 dropshipping.
All these YouTube gurus telling you to keep testing and testing and keep testing until you lose every single penny you have in savings. Testing takes so much money. Testing products takes so much money. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys the easiest and the simplest way to get started with dropshipping business with just $250 and actually make money with consistency. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Guys, the most misunderstood concept about dropshipping is that you need to test a lot of products to find a winner. And most people approach dropshipping with like a wishy-washy approach. You know, more like gambling, trying to test a couple of products and hoping that one works. So like, they're literally just shit in the dark. And hoping is not what we do here. Like, you need to have extreme confidence in your product. You need to have extreme confidence in your market research. You need to have extreme confidence in your product ability to actually genuinely change people's life. If you don't really believe in your product, bro, it's going to be hard for you to sell it. You need to do so much market research that you genuinely believe that that product can actually help people's life. The moment you understand the problem, you understand the consumer, you're able to actually create messages that actually resonate with your target audience. And if you're able to really get that right, like, people will buy from you and always make money. So the question now is, how do you actually sell this product? How do you actually do that research to find this product, to get people to buy from you? So the first thing here is, how do you actually do product research? How do you find the product to sell, that you list on your website and it literally starts selling off the back? How do you do that? The default approach I go back to literally every single time is that trend hijacking approach. Like, if you guys have been watching my YouTube channel or my YouTube videos, you know what a trend hijacking up, and I'm gonna explain what that is. So usually in the dropshipping space, a lot of dropshippers actually do a lot of marketing on platforms like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Pinterest, and all these social media platforms. But what they do not do, a lot of dropshippers, they want that impulse buy. So the marketing now, they want to spend $1,000 today to make like $3,000 instantly. And usually what they forget about is to do something called retargeting, not just on the platform, the social media platform they're using, but on the platform that people go to. So what happens, say 1,000 people see an ad, or say 1 million, let's use 1,000, a very reasonable number. If 1,000 people see an ad and only like 30% of people actually click on an ad, only out of that 30, maybe like one person actually buys. Maybe like 1% out, like say like 30% actually get interested in the ad. Maybe like 1% or like 2% will eventually buy. So what happens, like the rest of those people that might be genuinely still interested in that product, but for some reason are not just willing to buy it right now. Dropshippers will normally obviously do retargeting. They do retargeting to target them and get them to buy on that platform. But usually what most dropshippers do not understand, and this is where we come in, is that if you found a product on like Facebook or Instagram or TikTok today, and for some reason you're not ready to buy it. So when you're ready to buy it, what do you do? What most people would do is to go on Google and actually search for that product. So what we do, and which is like the trend hijacking strategy, is we literally just spy on other dropshippers. Just spy, see what other dropshippers are selling right now. See what product is going viral right now. What are people selling? What's that product that's just going and sitting in the market, and literally every dropshipper is jumping up. If a lot of dropshippers are spending a lot of money in there, they're creating traction around that product is going viral. So what will start happening is that a lot of people, that traction will cause a lot of people to actually start searching for that product consistently on Google. So if we're able to always rank on Google number 1, and sell, so what that means is we're ethically stealing customers from those original competitors. And what happens is that our conversion rate becomes a lot higher. Customers actually convert a lot better with the right offer combination. I'm talking the right copy, the right pricing, the right offer combination. Customers will usually buy from us, and that way we're able to make 4, 5, 6% return ad spend, and literally every single time, because they trust us more. And how are we able to achieve this? Because the product is selling in the market already, it's already been validated. So we know this product sells, and what we have to do is to actually position ourselves as the original seller of this product. Okay, if you want to learn more about trend hijacking and how I do product research and I actually use that approach to sell like crazy, you could click the link right here or right there or in this description below. But that's basically how you do product research and sell like crazy literally off the bat. So right after the product has been identified, you've done the product research, you find a product that you know is selling already. So what comes next? Yeah, and the next thing on the list is actually product market fit, being able to identify the market. Yeah, being able to identify your avatar and being able to do market analysis to see what the competitors are doing. Yeah, competitor analysis. So what you need to understand as well, yeah, you need to, obviously this comes with research and actually understanding, it comes with experience as well, being able to identify the gaps and opportunity in the market. Yeah, so if you see a lot of dropshippers selling the products, what you want to be asking yourself is, okay, is there an opportunity in this market? Is there anything you could do differently than what's the offer? What other offers already in the market? What can you do differently to really differentiate yourself and be able to create that brand positioning for yourself? And the good thing about a good positioning is that a customer actually perceives you the way you want to be perceived, and that's the only way to really differentiate yourself in the market. I'm going to show you guys a couple of examples of brands that have been able to really do this well and are able to sell products like crazy, but insane. Okay, let's just jump into it. These are examples of brands here that are selling literally everyday products. We've been able to really identify the brand positioning and are able to sell this literally everyday products, whether that you find on AliExpress for way cheaper rate. They're able to sell it at premium pricing because of the branding. They understand the audience, the avatar's problem, and they're able to provide a solution to this problem and speak in the language. If you're able to do that, if you do like the market analysis, right, you do the product research, right, you actually understand the problem in the market and you're able to take that message and communicate the right way to the audience, bro, you're gonna really crush it. Look at these examples. This brand called Manscaped, and they literally just sell a regular clipper, okay, regular clipper, and it's the same product, literally very similar product. So they're selling this product for, so what this thing does, they call it the lawnmower. What this product does is a trimmer for like the men's like private part. Yeah, but like before them, there were brands selling clippers, but there was no brand selling a clipper for the private part. It's just to shape the private part. Right? And these guys really nailed on that idea and they sold it like crazy because people love them. See, they're selling this clipper for like £80. You find this same clipper on AliExpress for like £15. Literally, what they're selling, you find it for £15. These are like high-end AliExpress prices. But if you go on AliExpress and basically search for clippers, you find the exact same product, maybe something very similar. Look at this one. This even looks way better than what they're selling. Look at this, £28. Look, this has a lot more functionality than what they're selling at, and they're able to get away with it. We're selling it for £80. If you guys don't know, if you guys in America watching this, £80 is actually equivalent to like $95, $96 just for a clipper, right? And they're able to get away with it, selling this. That's one, okay? There's another brand. There's another brand doing an incredible job selling this. This brand called Reed Wallet, and they basically sell really slim wallet. Look at this wallet, and okay, I'm gonna let's use this for example. Let's use this for an example. They sell this wallet for £110, right? This wallet literally £155 actually. That's insane. Yeah, and this same wallet, literally the same exact wallet. Look, right here. Obviously, this thing has it has more, it has that feature that this does not have, but it looks exactly the same. Maybe not this one. I think it's not this one, it's the other one. Yeah, it's this one right here. It looks exactly the same. Look at it. Yeah, this is something you get for like £2, just £2 on AliExpress, and they're able to get away with selling it for £100 because the audience they're targeting here, they're not just everyday people, they're targeting the affluent male, like that targeted individuals with like high income, individuals that value really high quality stuff, and they're able to really brand up that website. Obviously, they also kind of branded the product as well, and then they're able to target those individuals, but like on Facebook or Instagram or whatever marketing platform they're using. Yeah, but because they sell, anybody coming onto this website, seeing these prices will believe, oh, Like you wouldn't just buy this if you're not making a lot of money. Like if you can't be making say £1,000, you can't be making £1,000 a month and come and buy this. This doesn't make any sense. They understand the individuals that they're targeting. They understand that the people that actually make money and actually want the individuals that want the best quality things in life, yeah, and they're able to charge them premium. And this thing will probably cost them less than $10 to make this things, yeah, and they're selling for £110. It's insane what you could do if you really understand your target audience, your target market. I'm going to show you guys, there's actually alternate examples I could potentially show you guys, but I want to show you this one. It's actually very interesting. Watch this. So this silk pillowcases. So this guy is to sell silk pillowcases, right? And what's that one? I think this is the one I want to show you guys, right? And this pillowcase is on AliExpress. They literally sold for, watch it, it's the same pillowcase and there's no difference. So this is an example of a product that you could sell once you really understand who you want to be targeting, who your ideal audience is. Look, they're selling these pillowcases for like $62, $74. And this same thing, literally the same exact one, yeah, it's sold for, look at it, £14. Look at the profit margin. That's because they really understand who they're targeting. The product is just not for everybody. Very cheesy regarding like the kind of audience that they're targeting, and they understand the market well. Bro, like if you, regardless of the product that you find, yeah, if you're able to find a product that actually solves a real problem and you're able to position yourself as a premium brand with the look and feel of your website, yeah, for the customer, with the experience, the customer experience while going through your website, the look and feel. Sometimes you get on a website and the feel, the way you brand, like this one doesn't even take anything to brand this product. Literally, like this thing would probably cost them less than £10 with branding and everything, and they're able to sell it, get away selling this product for massive margin. Guys, this is the goal, to be able to create brands like this. Even if you're dropshipping, these guys were dropshipping. I think they're not dropshipping. They started this business literally dropshipping. So like you guys, I just want you to know what's possible. That's why I'm giving you examples. So you know, like the examples are literally limitless. Another look at this one. It's like Dolashes. This guys, they sell like eyelashes. You know how much eyelashes are sold for on AliExpress? Like £1, £2, right? They get away selling it for like 21, for like almost £60. That's the price I saw. Look at this. Look at the pack, almost £53. Just selling literally one eyelash. Like it's insane. Like a pack of 5 and they sell for £53. Yeah. If you go on AliExpress and find eyelashes pack, look, a pack of 6 selling for £1, guys. Tell me this isn't crazy. Tell me this isn't crazy. Look at the website. Anybody comes to this website, it's sold. You get onto this website, the look, the feel, look at the way they branded it. Like if you're able to come up with something like this with the right messaging, the right copy and everything else, you would make an insane amount of money. Okay, so that's that for this one. I'm gonna move on to the next one now. So I was just talking about having a branded feel to charge premium prices, right? If you're dropshipping, like that's the only way the customer will experience you. If you're dropshipping, you want your website to look extremely clean, extremely branded. I mean, you owe that to yourself, you owe that to your customers. And these are 2 examples of like brands, dropshipping brands actually, that are really doing this thing well. So let's open these up. It's called Gym Mixers. This guy is with dropshipping. I don't know if they're still dropshipping, but they start literally with dropshipping. So this is like the best one I'll show you guys. It looks look at that. It's loading up and it's showing this. Like anybody, just even before you get into the website, you're sold. Look at the look and feel of this website. Look at it. Look at this. You don't want to give, like, you want to be the website that customers wouldn't even, like, you don't want them to ever imagine that you're dropshipping. You don't want to give them a clue. And the only way you could get away with that is by providing them that experience, that clean and smooth experience. So they go onto your website, they genuinely just believe you're a real brand and you know what you're doing, and they'll be willing to pay anything just to get whatever, because they know, because if they see, if this website looks this clean, yeah, it looks this clean, they're expecting the pricing to be premium. So if you're charging them for like, if you're charging them like $40 for this product, like look, £35. This is almost like $50. If you're charging $50 just for this is something you find on AliExpress for like £8 or like £5. For real, let's check it. It's called a protein mixer or the protein shaker. Watch it. I think it's electric. So that's the product right there. Look, £8. And they selling this for £35. Why? Because of the look and the feel, and because they understand the customer. So the copy is like literally the best you'd find anywhere. The copy is right, the design, the look and feel. Yeah, you're able to really sell them on the benefit. And if you guys don't know how to actually do this, we're gonna get into that. So you've done the product research, you found the product, you've done the product market mix, you understand the problem. You understand the problem. You understand your audience. You've been able to come up with a website that actually just looks really premium and branded. So the question now is, how do you come up with copies and how do you structure your website in such a way that customers would always convert and you have insane high conversion rate? So what you want to do is like, if you guys don't know anything about, if you don't know how to do copywriting, yeah, this is what you do. This is what you use. You use this thing called a message hierarchy, right? And if you have a look at this, like what you want to do on any website, if you follow this architect, they call it landing page or product page architect. If you follow this, you'd always get customers to convert. Okay, and I'm gonna explain what this means to you guys and how you'd use this in your website. I'm gonna use this, guys, as an example. I'm gonna use this, maybe this one as an example. Yes, that's a good one. So like when a customer comes onto your website, yeah, the first thing on the mind is like they're asking themselves like, okay, what do you do? Like, what do you do? Yeah, and you want to be able to, the first thing they see, yeah, so look at this thing. So what this product does is actually an extremely affordable chair you could put in your bag, right? So anybody that lands onto this page, you're able to answer that question, what do you do? So what do you do? Okay, set up in seconds, sit down in comfort, take with you anywhere. That's what the product does. Anybody says, they go, okay, interesting. So what comes next is, okay, why should I care? Okay, you've been able to establish what you do. So why should they care? Why should you care? Look at what they went. Why should you care? Well, this is portable, is easy and comfortable. And look at what they used this a GIF right here to show what the product does. Let's see if it's good. Look, it turns around, the folder, boom, put it right in your bag. Look, same size as a bottle. It fits into any backpack. This is a chair that fits into any backpack. That's insane. And if you're able to, so the question is, okay, why should I care? Why should you care? Well, this thing is portable, is easy and comfortable. It's the only outdoor chair that you'll ever need. Why? Because it's easy to set up and take down. Amazingly comfortable and durable. Black, all this benefit. That's what you're doing here. Why should I care? You're giving them all of the benefit that they need. Look, they went on to more benefit here. Well, it goes anywhere. It's got instant setup, but it saves space because it fits directly into your bag. And it's stable and flexible as well. Benefit. You see what they're doing there? The next question right here is, okay, am I alone in caring, or do others, preferably others like me, care? So look at this question right here. Am I alone in caring? This is where you want to get into the testimonials. Have a look at this. Boom. Testimonials. This is like big brands. Like big brands using BuzzFeed, using a Wirecutter, they're using like Forbes and Outside. These are big brands, massive testimonials for them. That's what they've been able to do there. You see that? And then, okay, and then the customer is going, at this point, the customer is going, you're starting to win me over, but I'm a bit skeptical. So how do you do what you say you do? This is where you get into the actual features of the product, like how the product does what you're saying or you're claiming the product does. Watch it. Because they're saying a lot of products right here, I think there's no way I could do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually, so they didn't get into all that details, but like, because the funnel is to get customers to actually choose whichever one they want. So let's assume this is what we want to buy. So let's open it up. Let's see how. So if we click on shop now, say we've been sold on all of this. Orders 1, 2, 3, 4. So how do you do what you say you do? Watch it. How do you do what you say you do? Again, the benefit of the product, right? And boom, that's it. How do you do what you say you do? That's the features of the product. Well, it's designed for comfort, still benefit, and all of this features of the products, features of the product. Look, features designed by features of the product. Look at that. Features. Maybe a bit of benefit as well of the product. That's what they're doing. What they're doing right here is that they're trying to tell the customer, well, this is how we do what we're saying. This is why you should believe you. And the next one that comes along here is, okay, and if I believe you, how will my life improve? Again, still right after the features, they went on to the features right here. And right after that, they went on to the benefit again. It's portable and easy to store, blah, blah, blah. They went on to like benefit again. So what comes next now is, okay, I like to believe you, but what does it say for me to believe you? What you want to do right here is you want to show them, well, it's safe for you to believe us, because there will be reviews of customers using it, the pictures of people actually saying in it. So like if you see on YouTube, you have a good time actually liking this product. So you're giving them reviews, you're literally pumping them with reviews, getting them to really be sold on the product. So if you follow what I've been saying so far, you understand that this message hierarchy is actually incredible. And then the last thing is, okay, I believe you, now what? And that's where the call to action is. That's where you want to say, okay, now that you believe me, do this. Let's have a look at this one. Let's have a look. This is another brand. How we're gonna use this? I think they did this one very, so like you could follow this exact same kind of structure in a very kind of detailed manner, or you could really simplify it. Watch this one. So what do? As a body sculpting massager that blast unwanted fat. Boom, that's what it does. Easy, straight to the point. The next thing right here is, okay, why should I care? Why should you care? Well, it's backed up by proven result. Blah, 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 blah. Benefit. What it does. Benefit. They killed it right here. So the next one right here is, am I alone in caring, or do other people, preferably others like me, care? Are you alone in caring? No, you're not alone in caring. It's the lady that's actually using it. She's using this, she's enjoying it. You're not alone in caring. Watch it. How does it work? There's a video of them probably showing people actually using this product. I'm not alone in caring. Look, people that have used it, that giving testimonials about the product. Testimonial. Watch it. And if I believe you, how will my life improve? Well, how will your life improve? You see this, boom. How will my life improve? You could do this. You could flatten and firm your stomach. You could shrink the most difficult areas of your body. Boom. You could benefit. You guys understand what I'm trying to say? It's insane. Like you need to really, and you can't do this without really knowing the product. You can't really do this unless you actually know your product. If you don't understand what the product, if you didn't do the market research properly, you won't be able to do this. So if you do the right market research and you really understand the product and you understand the audience, like you'll be able to sell them like crazy. And that's how these guys are able to charge insane amount of money selling these things that they're selling. Watch it. And they go, and if I believe you now, how will my life improve? Again, benefit, they went on to all the benefit. But what they didn't do here is, I like to believe you, but what does it say for me to believe you? Which is like the features of the product. I can't see the features of the product. Maybe you would actually be able to see on the product page, but I can't even see the product page. But like, regardless of that, they've been able to really do that job, right? Yeah, and anybody saying this thing will genuinely believe like they're sold already. Anybody who lands on this page, they're sold. Like they're sold. Well, that's what you need to be able to do with your brand, and that's how you'll be able to make insane amount of money selling products going viral already, products that are in the market. You want to be able to, if you build the right product, I mean, if you build a really clean branded website, yeah, you're able to build that with the right product and you understand the product. You want to do a competitors analysis, see what the competitors are doing, see where the opportunities lie in the market. If you understand that, you know where the opportunities lie in the market, you'll be able to go into that market and literally dominate that market. That's what I like to do with a trend hijacking strategy. Literally understanding what the competitors are doing and being able to go into that market and literally dominate, get a big pie of that market and then make a ton of money. So now you've been able to find your product, you've been able to do the market research, competitors analysis, and literally position yourself right. Yeah, you've been able to build your website and have a really branded website. So the question comes next now is, how do you actually get traction and get traffic onto your website with only $250? Okay, so the first thing you need to know, okay, is that using the trend hijacking strategy, using obviously Google Ads, if you find really trending products, using Google Ads, and if you want access to that course, there's a link to it in the description, and you can just message me on my Instagram. I'm _DAQ. I can give you access if it's not in the description, but it's certainly gonna be in the description. Like, use that and be able to rank literally #1 for all keywords relating to that product. You do that, you sell like crazy from literally day one. Okay, that's the first thing. And all that you want to spend only $50. Bro, if you're using that strategy, you want to spend only $50. If you spend £50 or £50, you want to spend only $50. You spend $50, you don't get a sale. Literally, message me directly on my Instagram. I am _DAQ, and I would personally jump on a call with you and review that stuff for you. Okay, if you follow everything I said, but if you follow everything I said today, you'd make money. Like, this is everything you need to start making money doing dropshipping. This is everything you need. If you follow this strategy, this trend hijacking strategy, like, you would definitely crush it. That's the first thing. Second thing now is TikTok organic is like going crazy right now. If you want to learn how to make TikTok content actually go viral, how to whether shoot video, if you're creating, I'd really suggest, I made a video in the past about actually getting content for free. I mean, you could do that for testing, getting content on TikTok and literally be editing them to repost to get traction. You could do that to validate the idea, to validate the product. But like, if you genuinely serious about creating a brand and literally serious about doing dropshipping long term to make money with it, you've got to be willing to create videos, by yourself. Just order the product on Amazon, shoot content by yourself. If you want to learn how how to actually structure or shoot content that go viral on TikTok. I've recently made a video series for my staff. I'm gonna add a link to the video series below so you guys can click on it. Watch all of that video and learn. If you watch all of that, there's never been a time in the history of mankind where it's this easy to literally, you could test an idea, you could validate a concept, you could start a business, with literally less than $250. And if you do it right, you can literally scale this business. Only $250, you scale a business to 100K. And if you do it right, bro, literally crushing and using this strategy. So if you follow this process step by step, you watch the trend hijacking course, you follow the TikTok video series I'm gonna link in the description below, you would crush it. So we're almost at 250 subscribers now on this channel. Please like, if you're yet to subscribe to the channel, you want to subscribe to the channel, right? Just do it right now, do it. And comment in the comment section.